Why do they run? Have you ever wondered why, when you chase someone, they try to run away from you? Well, it happens, and it has definitely happened to you too. You are trying to manifest someone, and they run away from you. Does this sound familiar? Is it your story? Well, worry no more, because today's video will help you tackle this problem. You have definitely heard about detachment in some YouTube videos, and you might have thought about what it is and how it helps. There are some YouTube channels that tell you to detach yourself from your desires. If a video comes to you that talks about the law of attraction, then they mention letting go and detaching from your desire. But, on the other hand, when a video about the law of assumption comes up, they talk about persisting. You might get confused by it too when you hear the terms detachment and persisting. They seem opposite. But which one should you follow? I know it seems relatable to you. It seems like I am reading your mind. You might be seeking an answer, and by the end of this video, you will definitely get that answer. It will completely change the way you perceive manifestation. So buckle up, my friends. Now, you might have heard, persist in the feeling of the wish fulfilled, and it will manifest in your physical reality. Persist in assumptions harden into facts. If you look closely, you will notice that Neville Goddard said that you have to persist in a feeling, you have to persist in an assumption. This feeling and assumption come from a state where you already have your desires. In short, you have to persist in the new story. You have to persist in the new state. This new story is the story where you already have your desire. This story is not about getting it or receiving it in the future. It is about having it. Suppose you want that dream body, then you look through the lens where you already have that body. This looking through the lens is done in your imagination. You imagine viewing yourself as the person with that dream body. Now having that dream body is your new story. It is the story that you tell yourself in your mind. You have to think from this story. You have to form your assumptions from this story. When it comes to manifestation, persisting in this story matters, and persisting in this new state matters. It is the game of being the new version of yourself who already has what you want. Okay, now you know what persistence is. By hearing this, you are like, persistence is the key to manifestation. By persisting, your desires will materialize in your reality. But what about detachment? Is it a lie? Why do people mention detaching and letting go? Well, if you too have this question in your mind, then you probably have misunderstood the detachment part. Some YouTube coaches have boldly claimed that you don't have to let go or detach. By saying so, they just told you half the story. They just told you about one side of the coin. But now you will know why some people say detachment is required to manifest the desire. When you understand what detachment actually means, you will know why it matters. So, detachment means detaching from the outcome when manifesting. It means letting go of any attachment towards your desire. If you analyze this statement, you will know where most people go wrong. It says that you have to let go of your attachment to your desire. In simpler terms, it says that you have to let go of your current circumstances, your current story, and your current state where you don't have your desire. When you are too attached to the outcome, you are, in a way, persisting in your current state of not having your desire. Look at it this way: if you already had your desire, would you still desire it? Like the smartphone you are holding. In the past you desired it, you wanted it, and then you got it. Do you still desire it, or is it a normal thing for you? Like you throw it on your bed, for you it is just an object now. So, I am trying to make you understand that detachment simply means living with the new story. When you live from the new story, you no longer desire it. You lose the attachment to that desire. It becomes natural for you, like the phone you are holding. If you are feeling anxious and frustrated, then you are attached to the outcome. This state is not the state of the wish fulfilled. The state of the wish fulfilled is something where you are satisfied and relaxed and the desire no longer bothers you. It creates a radical shift in your attitude towards the situation and yourself. Even Neville Goddard said, letting go is true detachment. There's no worry, fear, or obsession. You trust that it's yours because you know that it is. The evidence is already within you and in your life. Here it is. Your favorite manifestation author said that you have to let go. Let go of what? Let go of your current state. Let go of the current story where you limit yourself, where you tell yourself a story that it is not possible to have your desire. Let go of your obsession that if I don't get my desire, my world will end. Let go of the current circumstances that are appearing to be against you, and let go of your attachment towards your desire. When you are attached to your desire, it is a sure sign that you are not living from the end. You are attached because you think that it will happen in the future. You are attached to 3D or external circumstances. You tend to forget that reality is manifesting through you. Life is not happening to you, but through you. Your outer world is reflecting your internal world. It is about detaching from the old state, and you do it by imagining the state of the wish fulfilled. You do this by impressing your subconscious mind. Your old story, habits, beliefs, ideas, and inner talks are to be let go. In a way, you die to your old identity and, like a phoenix, rise from the old self to the new self or the new identity. Always remember that whatever you accept as true becomes your reality. The things you focus on grow in your reality. So, if you move your attention away from the undesired thing, then it also fades away in your reality. But I have noticed people doing the opposite. They are obsessed with their current state, where they don't have their desires. They do this by telling everyone what is wrong in their reality, how that other person is not calling them, how you are not enough, and all the problems. They persist in their present state, and they detach from the new state. They detach from the state of the wish fulfilled. They obsess over their desire. They think it will manifest in the future. By doing this, they are persisting in the fact that it is not here yet. I know you are guilty of doing this too. Detaching from the new state and persisting in the old state is the problem you create. And then you complain that nothing is changing. Now, what do you have to do? Well, the answer is simple. Persist in the new story and detach from the old story. By persisting in the assumption that you already are the person you want to be, you rise above all doubt, fear, and belief in the power of outside conditions or circumstances, and your world inevitably conforms to your assumption. Manifestation is not about forcing or doing some hard work. It is about breaking the old habits, breaking the old thought pattern, breaking the old assumptions, and forming new ones. You do this by observing yourself and realizing that you are not your thoughts and your assumptions. It is your identity that is in alignment with these thoughts and assumptions. You are beyond it. In order to witness a change in your reality, you have to first change within yourself. You have to change your identity and form new concepts about yourself. It is like roller skating. You try to move, and then you fall, but you get up again. You try again, you might fall again, but you will again rise, and in doing so, you will become skilled at it. In the same manner, you might witness adverse circumstances. You might have low days, but you have to still persist in the new state as it is changing something within you that will reflect in your external reality. As soon as this video ends, imagine a scene that shows that your desire has become a reality for you. I personally like to make this scene as short as possible. Play this scene a couple of times in your mind's eye. Loop this scene and add the tones of reality to it. You can add the sense of touch, and along with it, you can add sound and smell as well. When you do this daily, you start getting detached automatically. It will happen because your subconscious mind will believe it is true and that it is your reality. You will become familiar with it, and thinking from the end and living in the new story will be an effortless process for you. During this time, your imagined state will externalize into your reality. Instead of fighting against the evidence of the senses, you claim yourself to be that which you desire to be. You give beauty for ashes when you concentrate your attention on things as you would like them to be rather than on things as they are. You give joy for mourning when you maintain a joyous attitude regardless of unfavorable circumstances. Your assumption, to be effective, cannot be a single isolated act. It must be a maintained attitude of the wish fulfilled. The time it takes your assumption to become fact, your desire to be fulfilled, is directly proportionate to the naturalness of your feeling of already being what you want to be, of already having what you desire. If you are someone who is trying to manifest a specific person and finds it difficult to land in the state of the wish fulfilled, then I have created a video that will definitely take you there. All you have to do is surrender yourself by closing your eyes and listening to this affirmation tape. Try it out for a few days, and you will see the magic. You can find out by clicking on the first video that appears at the end of the screen.